Have you ever wondered what goes into creating an episode of UH? How about being a fly on the wall as Jay and Beck brainstorm, banter, and offer a glimpse into their madness? It may be crazy, personal, messy, but hey, it's how they get their shit done. So kick off your shoes, pour yourself a little drink of the day, grab that comfy throw blanket, and attempt to relax as you enter into the minds of the Maniacs. Welcome to The Writing Sessions.
This is Season 2, Episode 11, Ball and Chain, The Writing Sessions. It is about couples. We know that much.
Couples. Couples.
When you look up the word couple, it's two persons married, engaged, or otherwise. Two persons paired together. Something that joins or links two things together. Equal and opposite forces that act along parallel lines. Unite.
In today's episode, our better halves are joining us.
We are joined by not only our better halves,
but the person we exchange fluids with. It's all fun and games because we're all stupid. There's, you know what I mean? Like, nothing serious to me at all.
Right.
Ever.
I took my troubles down to Malibu. You know that chick with the gold tattoo. She's got a bag down 34th and selling little bottles of
drink of the day.
What about, like, Love Potion number 13, like Love Potion number 9?
I like it. I remember that movie with Sandra Bullock.
And Tate something. What was that dude's name?
Oh,
Tate.
yeah. I forgot his name. He didn't...
That was banging Jennifer Aniston for a while.
Yeah.
Tate Donovan.
What happened to him? He was around for a little bit.
He banged Jennifer Aniston and retired.
That must be it.
Hey, bro, why don't you do movies anymore? Asshole, I banged Jennifer Aniston. Okay, I'm just chilling out. Shut up.
Everything is complete in his life now.
Yeah. Tate Donovan. Did I ever tell you I don't trust people with two first names?
No.
I never told you that?
No.
If your fucking name is Jeff Todd, I don't trust you. Get a fucking last name. Only person that gets away with it is George Michael.
Yeah.
Because he's George Michael. But I see these people with two first names, and I'm like, no.
Or what about the people that completely changed their name, like Whoopi Goldberg? Her name isn't really Whoopi Goldberg.
No.
I think it's Karen Johnson.
Is it really?
I think so.
Well, I heard she got the name Whoopi because she farts a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like a whoopee cushion. Karen Elaine Johnson. She's a Scorpio, dude.
I knew it was Karen Johnson.
She's one of 16 entertainers to win an Emmy, a Grammy, Academy Award, and Tony, which they call the EGOT. That's pretty good, man. She was awesome, dude. She was one of my favorite celebrities that I met. She was so cool.
She was reigning in her day, man. The 80s was her decade. Jumpin'
Jack Flash, Color Purple, Ghost. And then she was friends with Billy Crystal and Rob Williams doing that fucking Comic Aid or something.
Yeah.
And she's one of the few people that can get away with not having a fucking single hair of an eyebrow. And she smokes Marlboro Reds, too.
Really?
Yeah, I smoked a Marlboro Red with her, and I was fucking coughing my face off.
That is a fucking cowboy killer.
I know.
Holy shit. Marlboro Reds.
Want a cigarette, honey? Yeah, sure.
How many people did you know that actually smoked Reds?
We all did, like, Marlboro Light and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever do one of the 6-foot bombs that my brother had in his room?
No, I did one with that he had. It was called the Alien.
All right, so the 6-foot bong happened because there would be these sessions. My brother's room was like a den. He had lights. Dude, his room was as big as my office, and he had a fog machine. And he would do the fog machine so bad that my dad would open up the door and couldn't see us.
Yeah, like I'm surprised smoke detectors didn't go off.
He would do the fucking smoke, and then he would play Primus. And we'd be high.
I love Primus.
So one night we broke, the bong like came off the stand. And we're like, fuck, we're fucked. And then we grabbed all his old broken plastic bombs.
And duct taped them together?
Taped them together. Yeah, you had to stand on the bed to do it. My cousin, he would do the 4-foot bongs, or the 6-foot bongs, and then puke immediately almost every time afterwards.
Yeah, man, because it's too much. It's too much.
He'd be blowing it out. He'd be going, and then all of a sudden it would smoothly go into, and he'd be puking everywhere. So we were playing cards, and the card game was happening as usual every fucking day. So I was a little bored that day, and I hung out with my brother and was doing some bong hits. His girlfriend, she's like, "Can I do a little?" And then we all sort of conspired. We're like, "We're getting her fucked, dude." So she ripped the 6-foot bong. Never done weed in her life. And then she was in the corner, like just looking around, right? And wasn't saying anything. And then she went out. She left the room and then like shut the door. And then we kept partying. And then comes in the room and goes, "What'd you do to dude?" I go, "What do you mean?" He's like, she's like kneeling down next to me, like petting my lap and like making animal noises.
What the hell?
Yeah. And then she started getting the fear, and he had to take her home, and so it was a horrible night. She started puking. She was freaking the fuck out. You know what I mean?
The fear always, gets you. It gets you, man.
When she hit that bong, dude, my eyes lit up, and I knew something funny was going to happen, and I couldn't wait. She got fucking obliterated, dude. She didn't even know who the fuck she was.
Did you get the fear often when you puffed?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Insight, foresight, more sight. The clock on the wall reads midnight.
There was this dude we hung out with, whoever's listening, and he was like, "Come here, man, got something." He'd always like, "Come here, dude," you know? And
he was shaking.
He gave us a joint, and we were going on the way to see DJ Shadow, Disaster, and and we were smoking the joint in the car, and he fucking laced it with like something, like I think it was, what's that shit, opium or something like that.
Oh, yeah. But opium shouldn't do that to you. Opium should like make you just tired.
This was not that.
I'm thinking like PCP or something he'd put in there.
He laced it with something, dude, because we both started panicking. Hardcore. Like, I was shaking. I told Disaster to pull over, and she pulls over, and I get in a car, and we're at a cemetery. And I started freaking out even more, thinking I'm going to die.
You are freaking out, man.
We sat there for so long just to calm down that when we got to the SU block party or whatever, it was DJ Shadow's last song, Midnight in a Perfect World. Another terrible one. When I was in film school, second year, we had to show like our little movies. And I have a fear anyway of talking to the class. Mm-hmm. You know, like remember I was telling you I get panic attacks about that?
Yeah.
So people are starting their movies, and this dude, he always had like leave. He's like, "Let's go outside and smoke a joint, dude." And I don't know what his shit was, but it was fucking killer. We had to go back into the room, and I didn't even sit in the desk. I sat on the floor next to the desk because I was too fucked up. You know what I mean? And then I had to get up and answer questions. They did blocks of 4.
Oh no!
So it was me and 3 other filmmakers, and I remember trying to hold the trembling, and a couple people asked me a question. It would be like a 1-word answer, like,
"How did you come up with the concept? Like, what,
you know,
when did this come about?"
And I was just like, "All right," you know. Or I just like,
you can't really function because I ripped a bong hit with on lunch break one time and went back to work, and
that's the worst.
I was dealing with customers.
Like
no, I'll never do that. I can't believe I would do that. And
getting high at work makes the time go slower too.
And not only that, it just sometimes you get so blitzed out that you can't function on the computer and stuff. I was face to face with people. I wasn't even on the phone or anything. So I had a customer in front of me, and like, you know how you have those moments where you just space and you can't even like, I couldn't even register the program I had to type into. He has to pay his bill, and I can't, why can't I work this? And I finally got through it, faked my way, wouldn't even look him in the eye. Wouldn't look him in the eye at all. I had super red eyes. So I would just stare down. And I must have been the worst, horrible customer service that day. You would get a printout, and on the printout, we had a stapler, and you'd staple the couple pages together and give them their receipt or whatever it was, instructions. And
yeah.
I must have slammed the stapler so insanely that the guy was like,
Listen, you can't be slamming that like that. You're going to end up with carpal tunnel syndrome.
And I'm like, what? And he's like,
the repetitiveness and the power that you're exerting on this stapler is really going to hurt you.
But you're like, I'm just concentrating.
Yeah, like I was proud I made it to the end. I made it to the point where I could hand him the receipt. That was not the normal me. So that person that was under the influence was completely weird. Then the other time was with and he had me get in the back.
Oh God, I've never really partied with him. I can't. Okay.
You don't ever want to party with him. It's a good thing you missed out on that. He somehow got me in a Trans Am or a Camaro with a bunch of metalheads, and we were smoking a joint, and I think it was laced with something. And
yeah,
I remember
they always lace them with things.
Oh yeah, and he was on an AC/DC Led Zeppelin kick at that point, and he had a super system in there, so he had turned it way up. You're hearing, yeah,
It's actually fucking great music to just get high and drive around
it
to.
really is. But like, I don't even know where we were. It was like in the middle of the night in the country somewhere, and I'm smoking with these dudes I don't know, and I went into like not a panic attack. I literally, and this was the only time in my life, I felt a wave of electricity start at my head, and then slowly go. Like an alien was scanning me from my head to my toes.
Wow.
And I could feel the electricity go down, and when it would hit my throat, I would try to swallow, and then it would go down into my chest. And you know that feeling when you eat something and it gets stuck in your esophagus?
I hate that.
And you drink and you eat something to push it down because it's lodged in there, and it's so there's this pressure. So that was happening with the electricity, and it's moving down my body all the way down to my toes, and then it would come back up. And go up and down through me. And I just remember just thinking I was going to die. Like, what the hell was happening to me? I was in some weird stasis. So I was horrified to ever do it again. Pretty much when you were with him, he'd put something in there every time.
I don't like that. Fucking tell me. Did that to me all the fucking time.
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta tell him. Just fucking say it, man. You're such an asshole.
You gotta prep people for fucking drugs. You gotta be like, look, I got this shit. You know, you gotta be ready for it. You gotta think about it.
Wakey, 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 it's time for school. Come on, wake up, it's time for school. Come on, man.
One time I got so fucking high that I couldn't take a test, and I got out of it, miraculously. I park at OCC, and then I'm heading to class, and I hear, yo, Jay, and there's the dude who cut his thumb off. Okay. He went to OCC, and he was a pothead. So it was him, and he was sitting in the passenger seat, and there was a driver and one other dude in the back, and he was, we got one more seat getting back. Like, dude, I got a test in like fucking 5 minutes. Oh, you'll do better, dude. The fucking... And they rolled a joint, they were playing music and shit. I think it was fucking stupid Spin Doctors they were playing. Little Miss Can't Be Wrong. And we smoked the joint, and then he's like, all right, dude, you gotta go to your test, dude. I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, I gotta go to my test. I was so fucking high, dude. And I was late, and the teacher was waiting outside, like stand. You know how teachers are waiting for people to come. They'll stand out in the hall.
Yeah.
I fucking approach her. I'm like, how can I get out of this? I gotta get out of this. I told her I was sick. Like I started sniffling and fucking. I'm sure my eyes are red, and I said, look, I know the test is right now, but I'm insanely sick. Can I just make it up? And I couldn't fucking believe it. She was like,
okay, all right.
Well, you went to her. That nobody does that.
Yeah.
Usually people call or just don't show and say, I was really sick.
That's what happened. As my mouth was speaking it, my brain was going, wait, we're telling her something like this, where she might say,
well, why don't you just try the test for now?
Right.
And then, you know, if you can't finish it,
it could have backfired.
It
could have backfired on you. Or you could have gone in there and been like an Einstein.
No, there was no Einstein.
No.
This was panicky, you know, lightning going through you when you're vibrating because you're panicking and scared.
Okay.
Like that.
But have you had genius happen when you were high?
Oh, of course. All the time. Like right now.
Okay. Okay. What if we rim the glove potion glass with Spanish fly?
Okay. We want you to break beds with this shit.
And
like the couples are going to drink this and destroy their bed frame.
Right.
What color do you think? Like a red or a pink?
Red.
I saw Spanish fly once at the corner store when I was a kid. He had it right next to the fucking counter. I'm like, they really made that shit?
They did.
Feels so good.
Whatever. Girl. Reddit. What's the chorus of that one?
I'm reading the one with.
Can't get enough of your love, baby. Oh, I don't know why.
If I'm making this cocktail for us, this is how I'm making it, Jay.
Okay.
I'm going to start with crushed ice, and then I'm going to add 2 parts lemonade.
For some lemonade.
Set the dinner table, light the candles, and serve up your lover a love potion number 13. Start with crushed ice and add 2 parts lemonade. Lemonade.
On the road to getting laid and sprayed, or on the way to getting, how about you move that blockade on the way to getting laid and sprayed?
How else are you going to remove that blockade on the road to getting laid and sprayed? Add raspberry schnapps.
How about, like, lightly caress?
Do you have a friend coming over? Maybe 2. Set the mood with.
Set the freaky deaky mood with.
Set the freaky deaky mood with a drink sure to quench your thirst.
When we're trying to terrorize people, we got to go all the way.
Oh, we're going all the way here.
Stimulate and tickle the sense.
Oh, and tickle the senses.
A feather with leather. Or cuffs that hold you together. I don't know.
Did you just pull that out of your ass?
It's the weed, man.
All right, man.
Yeah, baby, yeah!
The conclusion to the chapter of this drink, which this drink is obviously turning everyone into horn dogs, banging out,
right,
and squirting and powerful.
A double pleasure's waiting for you. A double pleasure from Double Mint Gum. A double great feeling, making you realize Double is the one for you.
It keeps your mouth fresh throughout all of your spraying. Like if you're spraying like 3 or 4 times, you need your breath to be good for all that.
If you're drinking this, you're serving this drink up. It's delicious. You just shaking it up and you're drinking it, and you got the Spanish fly, and you're feeling good. And what is the outcome of this? Like, how does the night end? What's the spin?
If you drink this drink, then you're going to be spraying for 6 hours. You're not even going to have to worry about making out and everything, because it's going to be fresh from the first blast to the 7th.
Set the dinner table, light the candles, and serve up your lover a love potion number 13. Start with crushed ice, add 2 parts lemonade. Lemonade. How else are you going to remove that blockade on the road to getting laid and sprayed? Lightly caress 1 part raspberry schnapps. Do you have a friend coming over? Maybe 2. Set the freaky deaky mood with a drink sure to quench your thirst. Become immersed, powerful when you burst. Tickle that bottle to release 1 part pomegranate vodka. Stimulate and titillate the senses, be it a feather, some leather, or cuffs that hold you together. Served in a margarita glass, rimmed with sweet, crystallized Spanish fly, stallion strength. Garnish with a sprig of mint and get ready to tingle with sensual stimulation. Cheers.
Man, we would have killed in advertising.
Oh my
man.
God, I know.
Happy birthday to you. Thank you.
I remember going to a party at Chuck E. Cheese, and you know how they had the performers, the animatronic performers?
Yeah,
that
they're
sing?
scary, yeah.
Underneath, there was a hole, and it was like a rat hole. And you can go to the left or the right, and there was all these, there was these tunnels.
Yeah, it was a maze.
Carpeted tunnels. It's like a maze,
The
yeah.
cheese maze.
The cheese maze, yeah. I remember running around in there, and I remember we were at one end of the maze with my friend, and was at the other side. She was the hot girl. We're like, look at this man. You know, she actually went out with me for a day. She went out with me for a day, dude.
What grade?
It was like fucking 4th grade. I wrote her a note, will you go out with me? She hated me. She was like, all right. And then the next day she was like, nah, you're not my boyfriend anymore. We didn't even do anything at all. Remember how in school it was, will you go out with me shit?
Yeah.
I was like that. And the next day she dumped me, dude.
Those young loves.
Was I dreaming? It was warm and breezy and we were alone, just you and me. And you kept whispering private thoughts in my ear and laughing softly. Personal thoughts, private dreams, life's little fantasies. Just call me, and we can share them. You and me, 1-to-1. Call me. I want to be part of your dreams.
$4.99 per minute.
Remember those call shit? It'd be a chick.
Yeah.
It'd be like a chick riding around. It'd be like 1-900 Serena or something.
We're up all night ready to talk to you.
Yeah. We're up all night. We're ready to talk to you.
Oh, shit.
You know,
Maybe
yeah.
that's what commercial we should have in this episode. A 1-900 number. That's it. We're writing it right now.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Oh, boy. We need one for everybody.
Okay. I promised not to tell. I said I'd be discreet. It's just between you and me. We're going to be in so much trouble for this.
I know.
Have you heard of furries?
No!
Jason, type in furries.
The results found that the majority of furries identify as male, although 1/4 of furries identify as female. Transgender, transfluid, non-binary fluids are also... Okay, that's not explaining what definition.
Let's start with the basic Google definition of a furry, which is an enthusiast for animal characters with human characteristics.
In particular, a person who dresses up in costume as such a character or uses one as an avatar online.
Yep.
Like a growing community of furries. So yeah, they like dress up like... They're fucking all in weird costumes, man.
Yeah.
Like wolf and fucking... Are you serious?
So when he says, what a...
Oh my god! Holy shit, this picture is fucking gold, dude. I gotta send you this picture.
Okay. Okay.
Dude, whatever floats your boat, whatever makes you happy, I'm all fucking for, dude. I don't give a fuck, but like, I gotta send you this. I just clicked on to show me the picture, asshole. Dude, they got like a beard and shit. All right, hold on a second. Here, look at this. Let me take it.
Okay.
There you go. I almost want to print this and put it up on my wall. It'll make me laugh.
Wait,
dude.
what the fuck, dude?
They're hanging out like in the kitchen, like near a table. This is fucking absolutely fantastic. I mean, I'm happy that these people found a community to sit around, drink beer, and a saber-toothed tiger. I'm
What
all
am I
for it,
rich?
man. Dude, I'm absolutely fucking printing this out. I'm putting it up.
I hope sees that.
Yeah.
Don't just think about a fantasy tonight. Pick up the phone and call.
Call UH Deep Relations Hotline at 1-900-069-SEXY for the interconnection you've always wanted.
It's going to start off like this. What about you and I act out a scene from a movie? They have to pick it. Romance, but not really. You know,
Rom-com?
sort of
Rom-com type thing?
rom-com.
Okay.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
Why don't you just let me be, huh? It's because of you, Jack, that I'm like this. I'm nothing, and I'm nowhere. Love is love. That's what the universe is.
Yeah.
It's just love.
Because I'm blind.
I gotta find my De Niro glasses, man.
I'm blind the whole goddamn time.
What about Pretty in Pink?
Feel any better if I asked you to the prom?
Yeah, I think Pretty in Pink's pretty popular. I think everyone should know that one.
Who's afraid of Virginia Woolf when they argue?
I swear if you existed, I'd divorce you.
Burton and fucking Liz Taylor. Okay. I think it was The Godfather.
The Godfather?
When Carlo and Talia Shire are arguing, and he's like, Bafangul, and she's like, Bafangul, you! And then they're like smashing things, and he's like, you guinea brat, and she's like, fuck you, you know. I'm painting such a great picture of marriage. Like, it was like, let's just go with cool shit, and we just fucking go, you know what? Fuck everybody, we're fucking them up. So, he worked at the Gap with, and was friends with who worked at my video store. And then, so, and Kristen all lived together. And I worked, we knew them each separately by working at their various places where they worked. And then we all realized, oh my God, we know each other. And then we started hanging out. And she was, doing comedy and stuff like that. And it was early 2002, 2003, dyed her hair blonde. And then she called us one day and said, dude, I'm going to be on MTV and I can get you in. So me, Disastra, and went downtown to like this crazy place. And we had weed on us. So we were smoking weed in the line to get in. And then and I ran to a fucking bodega near the studio and put it behind like some canned tomatoes, like a bowl and weed and stuff.
Okay.
And then we got into the place and it was a fucking studio. And we were sitting in the middle. we have it. I have it on tape and everything. And Kristen was one of 3 people who would come out and lip sync to Gwen Stefani and dance and stuff, and then answer questions from the panel and be in character. And we were in the crowd. I had sunglasses on, and there's a shot where you can see all of us like in a line. And then she came in second, I think. And then afterwards, we went back to the bodega and we went to the canned tomatoes, and our fucking bowl and weed was still there. Yeah, it was like a shitty bodega. Like it was dark in the background, so nobody, you can't see anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and Kristen was on MTV.
Well, to be fair, Jimothy. To be fair, Jimothy, that sounds weird.
And we got to name them.
Okay.
You name the chick,
All right.
I'll
So
name the dude.
I heard a name that made me laugh. I put it in my memory bank because I was like, what the fuck? And it was a real person's name, and it was a dude's name, and it was so ridiculous. And you probably heard it, but I've never heard it in my life. So the guy's name was Jimothy. Instead of Timothy, it was Jimothy.
That's good.
And I was like,
I'm Jimothy, dude.
Yeah,
I'm Jimothy.
How would you spell
My middle name is Timothy. I've never heard that before. I kind of want to be Jason Jimothy. You know what I mean?
All right, Jimothy it is.
Oh, beautiful.
And
okay, this one has to be crazy. This has to be a crazy name.
Okay, you
This
make
has
up
to
the
be
girl's
like
name. You make
industrial name.
Thinking you said industrial, so I'm thinking steel. I'm thinking leather.
Steel.
Jimothy and Steel. Right. Okay.
Sprockets. Best German Television presents Sprockets.
Well, we got to make them weird and creepy, but not so creepy that we don't check this party out.
Right. Take us somewhere back.
Let's start with Jimothy.
Where are they from? Like, how should we do them? Or how should they do them? Like, I always go back to Germany, you know what I mean?
I know
like,
you
what
do.
You think?
Because I think of German techno and German industrial and like,
yeah.
Das Boot type shit. And
every girl is going to go into the bucket and pick a key. Whoever the keys belongs to gets to take her home with them.
I have an idea. I want the key for Disaster to be Snaker. But we don't do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, I just want him to pick it.
Okay.
Or just keep that in mind. It's gonna be a game, though. We're gonna only expose it at the last second.
Charlie Knuckles plays the dirty game, and she's gonna run up the score on you.
How about which actor or actress would you give your partner a free pass for?
Sure. Great.
Okay.
That's good because age is a factor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So people back in the 80s don't look like they do in the 90s. And some
Yeah.
aged better.
I think Kat would definitely 100% go for Charlize Theron.
Were you watching Monster and she was like, wow, she looks really
No.
good? And you're like, no,
No.
she doesn't. She's almost too pretty. I think there's like a thing too pretty. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. It's almost creepy.
Like a mannequin
Yeah.
pretty, like, or something.
And she's not fucking aging at all.
No, she's ridiculous.
Like, if you look at fucking Cameron Diaz, she fucking aged overnight. All of a sudden, you just woke up the next day and you're like, what happened to Cameron Diaz? But Charlize Theron looks like she's getting hotter and hotter every movie, every year. What's happening?
Yeah, no difference. Yeah. I love torturing my fucking... my girl.
I always like to scare her. I crouch down on the floor and I'll fucking wait for her.
She allows you to do that because is like, you can't do that. You can do anything else, but don't scare me.
Well, I don't do it often, so I do it like once every 6 months. And then I'll just wait for her, like when she gets out of the shower, or like if I know she's coming and she's gonna go to bed, I'll stand on a certain side that I know she's not gonna look, and then I'll just come out and be like, ah! And she'll jump. It's cute though. She does it cute. She doesn't get pissed off. She just laughs and kind of slaps me on the arm and is like, "What? Don't do that!" But it's funny every time, and sometimes she'll laugh hysterically, or sometimes
she's chill too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like already high strung, so anything of disaster, but anything like that.
Yeah.
Disaster's
gonna be like, I'll fucking kill you. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh my god. I can't stand it. I can't really practical joker,
I'll never forget that picture you took of her where she was white as a ghost, man.
I know.
That's my favorite picture of all time because she looks like the life has been scared out of her body.
Yeah, I was in the bedroom, pitch dark, and I go, rah, and at the same time I said rah, I snapped the picture, and that was it. Yeah. I've never seen anybody more terrifying in a picture. Yeah, it was a Polaroid. I'll chip in for these psychiatric bills. Now get your shoes on.
Let's go.
Oh, hey Jay, I'd like to introduce you to my friend Snowflake, and please don't state the obvious.
What, that he's a Muppet, isn't he?
Hey, why are you calling me a Muppet?
When you had that skit that you recorded with the dude with the puppet.
Yeah.
Could you get away with that this episode if you got on that elevator? So I'm thinking, just a thought, I don't know if it'll work, but just as maybe a little fun thing for it.
I was thinking that too, actually.
It's crazy, man. I mean, and you don't even want to talk about the Cookie Monster. Obviously, we got an addict right there, right on fucking TV for all the kiddies right there. A pure addict. We're just gonna let him go out there,
Well, were those cookies spiked?
No, they were just. I mean, dude, cookies are puppets crack. Okay.
Oh.
You know why you don't see the Cookie Monster anymore?
Why?
They had to chop off his leg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, diabetes.
Oh, no shit.
Yes.
Hey, that makes sense. Man.
Yeah.
Wow.
That would make it really insane.
Can't fight either.
You know what I was thinking was, I have a name. I think I have a name for the person.
Okay, who is it?
Who did you type to me today?
Who did I type to you today?
There was a funny name that you typed to me today. Seeger.
Seether?
Remember you typed to me Seeger?
That's... What the fuck? Okay.
For the sake of the show here, Beck wrote to me earlier today. Where the fuck is it? Okay, here we go. You're like, yeah, I'm going to work on some effects, blah, 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 talk tomorrow. I'm like, yeah, no worries, night. And you're like, I wrote fever and sent him a hint.
Seether?
And then I wrote to you, can't fight the fever.
I don't know how the hell it took his name and made it into Seether, dude. I don't understand that.
He's got to be Seaver.
Okay, so how do you want me to spell this? S-E... How do I spell it?
S-E-A-V as in Victor, E-R.
Okay. Seaver.
I am Robert the Cepheus Lowe.
I'll tell you what, Rob Lowe, because if you're fucking listening to this too, you bastard. We were watching The Outsiders the other day.
Yeah.
And I go, pick an outsider. And she's assessing them and shit. And she's like, Tom Cruise is gross in this. He's like, Swayze, I'm going with Rob Lowe.
Of
She picked
course.
Rob Lowe, dude.
Come on.
I go, you're not picking Swayze? She's like, nah. Yeah.
Wow.
She went with Rob Lowe.
Just so you know, I would have went with Swayze. I would have.
Hey, whatever, but she didn't even really contemplate Swayze. It was like, it took a second, I guess, Swayze. And, Rob Lowe.
Swayze's the fucking man.
Swayze would beat the fuck and then dance
all over
right
Rob
his
Lowe's
back.
his pretty face.
And that saxophone would be fucking all bent up. You wouldn't be able to work at the bar anymore. Fucking.
Patrick Swayze would roadhouse the shit out of him.
Yeah, he'd rip his little stupid throat out. He'd have to stick his saxophone in his throat hole.
So your girl picked him, huh? Not even Pony Boy?
No, or Ralph Macchio or anything. No, she didn't even fucking. It was like 3 seconds, dude.
Wow.
3 seconds.
3 seconds. Damn.
Quickly looked and went, yeah, him. I can't fucking say anything about that. He still looks fucking great at 58 or whatever the fuck
he does,
is,
dude. He's some kind of weird creature. I don't understand.
Our fucking generation looks horrible at 46. You look at the old high school people you'd see, and now I don't even recognize them, man.
We look like loaves of GMO bread, man.
Time is nobody's friend.
No.
Diabetes.
Do you eat those fucking things at Easter? The Cadbury eggs? Do you like those?
No, I don't.
You bite into it, and your tongue turns into diabetes.
Yeah.
Before you can swallow it.
Your tongue does turn into diabetes for sure.
Before you even swallow it, you're like, I can't eat this shit.
Yes, my master.
Are they sizing us up? Are they weirdos?
Okay, we walk into the place, and within 3 seconds, everybody has scanned the room, and you can see what kind of vibe it is. Is it like the downstairs at the pyramid mixed in, which is like industrial, like ball gag people?
No.
Are there people in whips? Or are they all classy looking?
I think they should be classy.
Like, even the ball bag people can be going, Kawazaki, Kawazaki. I think it'll be okay.
Are they like Igor's?
Well, I just stuck my fucking fist in my mouth. I tried to talk.
Oh my god.
That's what they would sound like, and it sounds funny.
Iridocyclitis.
I totally misspelled that.
Oh my lord, how the fuck would you spell? Dude, imagine if our life depended on that.
No, we'd be fucked. Spell check's not even helping me.
In this round of, funny money or whatever.
Yeah.
Even if the guy said pick 2 other people and there'll be 4 of you, you gotta spell soiree. There's no fucking way.
We would win.
I don't know. Where do you begin with that fucking word, dude?
Okay.
Let me see here. I'm gonna ask how to fucking.
Don't do it, because it says how stupid people spell soiree, and I spelled it how a stupid person was. It was SWARAY is how a stupid person would spell it. It's SOIRE.
You failed that class. What can you say? In the spelling bee, did you ever get up? The teacher's like, all right, everybody get up, look around to the outside of the room.
Yeah.
Around the desk. And then she would go down the line.
Yep.
Yep. And if you failed, you had to sit down. What percentage were you in, like...
I was one of the worst ones.
If there were 30 people, would you be like number 7? Because that's probably what I would be.
If there were 30 people, I might...
Maybe even lower.
I'd be about a 9.
Yeah.
On the list.
I don't know.
Maybe a 12.
I'm about 7.
I could be 9 to 12 in spelling, but in reading and comprehension and writing, I'm really good at it. And I can retrieve the words, but I can't spell them.
No.
It's crazy
No.
because my brain will pop words out that I'm like, wow, that's amazing. Where did that come from?
You know what sucks? The bake sales.
Yeah.
And they would have like a fucking cupcake or a brownie for the prize. And I'm like, I'm never getting that. I'm never getting that. Fucking forget it.
So let's start today. We'll use a little 1-inch brush.
Do you know what I play for my cats when they're out here hanging out all night. I'm editing or whatever.
What?
I put Bob Ross on.
Do they like it?
Yeah, they like it. They'll just stare at it. It keeps them calm, you know what I mean? So they won't get nuts. Sleepy.
Bring out the gimp. The gimp's sleepy. Well, I guess you just have to go wake him up now, won't you?
Yeah, hi there. Do you know, all you gotta do is really talk to people. All you gotta do is really talk to people. Do you know how to talk to people?
Yeah, you just put your lips together and talk.
Well, it's a little more like that. Like, yeah, you can do it normally, like, hey, what's your sign and shit, and fucking, or you can, like, you can get romantic. You can really get up in here. You can be like,
I think
you be like, hey, I've been really eyeballing you, just not even hungry looking at you, you know what I mean? Like, fuck the food, or if that's not working, then you can be like, after this, how about we get we're just so shy. How do you talk to people?
I got a tube steak smothered in my underwear.
Okay, we got to use the word tube steak. So how about something like, I'd go up to them and say hello, and then I'd get really close to them, and then I'd go, looking real good tonight. I don't even want to eat any food. You're making me hungry. I'm a little dry, but you're making me leak fluid. You like that? You like me like, and do like the tongue thing? Yeah, big, fat, thick gravy. Yeah, and then you'll take it and you go, like, do something where he's like going moaning. Throwing moans in there to remind me.
Thick gravy.
I'm going to be performing it looking at her. You like that? You like that? You like that little girl? A little girl like that? Oh, yeah, come here, yeah. Come to daddy. Come to daddy.
Save that for the next round.
She's going to be so fucking creeped out by this thing.
I'll guess your weight. This is so
She's going to make me sleep on the couch, my dude. You like when I talk to you like that, huh? That's not too forward, is it?
Do you know how I would talk to somebody? I'd say, get on your fucking knees, and while you're down there, we'll play Battleship and you can blow the hell out of me. What the goddess wants, the goddess gets. I'm an inferno. I'm a tempest. I am venom and gangs and claws. I am lightning and starlight, and I am hell in high heels. Now lick my boots, you bitch.
I think bitch might be a little too much at the end there.
I cannot believe the direction this has all gone in. I would have never expected any of it to be like this, actually. And, thanks for the drink and the cupcake. We'll see you later.
Well, Maniacs, there you have it. This concludes the writing sessions.